In 1996, U.S. Army Major Jack Reacher is in Virginia to receive a medal for eliminating 2 militants in the Balkans when he receives orders from his superior officer and trusted friend, Leon Garber, to attend a special, interagency cooperation, school alongside Casey Waterman, an FBI agent, and John White, a CIA officer. Reacher quickly realizes that there is no school. The entire thing is an elaborate joint agency operation overseen by Alfred Ratcliffe, the National Security Advisor, and his deputy, Dr. Marianne Sinclair. Ratcliffe informs the 3 men that, through a CIA double agent, the government has learned that a sleeper cell in Hamburg controlled by a Middle Eastern terrorist group has cut a deal with an unidentified American for $100 million. The 3 men are ordered to identify the American and whatever he is selling, and are given full access to anything they need, including bringing in their own staffs. Reacher chooses Francis Nigeli, his former sergeant. Reacher and Nigeli travel to Hamburg to begin their investigation, during which they get in a fight in a skinhead bar. Unbeknownst to Reacher, the men inform on him to their friends in the neo-Nazi movement. Reacher and Nigeli are summoned back to America to follow up on a lead. The CIA believes that the merchandise on sale is a computer virus and the seller could be using an IT conference in Hamburg to cover his travel. However, the lead turns out to be a red herring. Reacher and Nigeli return to Hamburg and meets the local chief of detectives, Griezmann, who helps him to several leads. A municipal worker who claims to have witnessed an exchange between an American and a man of Middle Eastern origin, murder of a prostitute and 2 black market dealers with ties to a local forger who provided the American with false documents. The witness, Helmut Klopp, describes the American he purported to have seen to Reacher and Griezmann, but also shares the information with Dremler, a shoe seller and an influential neo-Nazi leader. In turn, Dremler has Muller, Griezmann's deputy chief, secretly shadow Reacher's investigation. Udharan Chenne. The terrorists, meanwhile, arrange for the courier who had originally met with the American to be murdered in Kiev for their own protection, and send a new messenger. To complete the deal, the team contacts the US Army and learn that the American is Horace Wiley, an artilleryman who has been AWOL from his post for several months. Despite Griezmann's attempts to intercept her, the messenger meets with Wiley and confirms the deal before leaving Germany. Reacher, through an extensive search of Wiley's past as well as meeting with both his uncle, Arnold Mason, and an aging commander who served alongside Mason during the Korean War, determines that the items being sold are Davy Crockett's miniature nuclear bombs developed during the Cold War. A stash of 10 bombs had accidentally been left behind by the US Army in a German supply depot, and Wiley had dedicated his entire service career to finding and selling them to purchase a ranch in Argentina. Wiley murders the forger in his apartment and rents a van to move the bombs, which both the team and Dremler learn about. After setting an explosion to distract the authorities and narrowly evading Reacher's team when they search his apartment, Wiley is stabbed to death by 2 of Dremler's men, who steal the van and the codes required to detonate the bombs. The team arrives at the same time as the crew hired by the terrorists to transport the goods. Reacher kills the workers and captures the messenger. With Griezmann's help, he figures out that the van is being kept at Dremler's shoe warehouse and takes Nigeli and 2 military corps, Hooper and Orozco, to retrieve it. He finds and kills Dremler in his office to cover up the theft. The military covers up all the other evidence and the bombs are returned to the United States. Reacher and Nigeli are both awarded a commendation medal for their service.